Watching Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play basketball is literally disgusting. Basketball is supposed to be a contact sport, but every time Shai drives, as soon as you touch him, you can't even touch him. As soon as the defender touches him, engages him, touches his waist, not fouling him, just putting a hand on him, Shai will immediately go up for a shot, regardless of where he is on the basketball court. He immediately puts up a shot, and the refs continue to give him the foul. In regular season basketball, I understand it. Other guys were getting those calls too. In the playoffs, quite literally nobody else is getting that call except Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's ruining the quality of the basketball game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was 2 for 12 in the first half yesterday, but he shot 8 free throw attempts. That's ridiculous. He obviously couldn't score. He was getting locked down, but the refs were still giving him an avenue to get points because he's literally flopping, going through the lane, flopping. Guys aren't even touching him. I will give it to him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best flopper in the league, at least top two, at least top two flopper in the league because it looks realistic. But then you slow the game down, none of these guys are touching him, and it's just ruining the game. The Thunder spent the entire game in the bonus against the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves didn't have a shot to play because every time they tried to play defense, the Thunder were going to the line for free throws. The NBA has to change this. The worst part about Shai's foul baiting is that a lot of the times he's not even trying to make the basket. He's literally feeling contact and just throwing the ball up towards the rim and then getting the free throws. If it goes in, he gets an and one and he looks like a star. If he doesn't, it looks like he got fouled. It's ridiculous. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nickeil Alexander Walker get to play against each other in the Western Conference Finals. Cool part about this is that they were literally first cousins. They played in high school and AAU basketball together growing up. They grew up like brothers. So this is just as cool as it would be to see Alonzo Ball versus LaMelo Ball, seeing LeBron James play with Bronny James. This is equally as cool. Two guys coming from Canada, growing up in the exact same household, just loving basketball and making it to the Western Conference Finals. And now they're getting to play against each other. Their families all in the crowd, and it's easy to root for. You can cheer for Nickeil when he scores and cheer for Shai when he scores. That's cool. This is one of the coolest moments in sports, next to LeBron James debuting with Bronny, and then Lonzo, LaMelo Ball, and Jello Ball dominating high school basketball. Boogie Fland is transferring to the University of Florida. It's weird to see Boogie Fland transfer from Arkansas because Boogie Fland is a typical John Calipari guard. Highly ranked coming out of high school, he has a lot of skill. He can shoot, he can create his own shot. He's an NBA guy. The fact that Calipari didn't league him his first year wasn't due to John Calipari being a bad coach. Boogie Fland was hurt a big part of the year. He wasn't playing. He was sitting out, so he didn't get the film that he needed. Coming into next year, I don't know why Boogie Fland didn't decide to run it back with Arkansas because as long as he's healthy, he's going to be an NBA guard next year. The weirdest part about the Boogie Fland situation is that he transferred in conference to Florida. I understand that Florida just won the national championship, so that's becoming a destination school of sorts. But transferring in conference is a crazy ideal in the NIL transfer portal era. Now Boogie Fland's going to see John Calipari at least twice next year, and he's going to see Kentucky twice next year, who he was originally committed to. So now he's playing against two other schools that he was once committed to by going to the University of Florida. Jaden Mcdaniels is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's worst nightmare. He's 6'10", fast, quick, long, and he can stop everything that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is trying to do. Jaden McDaniels had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a box in the first half of the game. Shai was 2 for 12 from the field, and the only points that he had scored were on free throws. Well, the two field goals, and then he had a ton of free throws. In the second half, Jaden McDaniels was in foul trouble because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander kept foul baiting the entire first half, so Jaden couldn't play. As long as Jaden McDaniels is on the floor, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a problem on his hands. Jaden McDaniels might be the best defender in the entire league. All he has to work on is stop swiping at the ball. When you swipe at the ball against Shai Alexander, that's how he gets his fouls. You literally have to show your hands every moment of the defensive possession, and as long as you can stop him from getting fouled, he's not going to score. Shai shot 27 shots last night on 31 points. That is horrible. He was locked down, and the only time he was scoring was on free throws. The Minnesota Timberwolves should have cut Donte Divincenzo in the middle of the game. As soon as Donte Divincenzo subbed into the game for the Timberwolves, everything went downhill. First half, the Timberwolves played the Thunder close. Donte Divincenzo subs in for the Timberwolves with around 8 or 9 minutes in the third quarter. And then from there, his plus minus was -20. Donte DiVincenzo steps on the court. The Thunder go on a 17-2 run. They attack Donte DiVincenzo every single play. He didn't score a single time during that run. He didn't ball handle. What can Donte DiVincenzo do for an NBA team? In the NBA playoffs, he was outmatched, embarrassed, everything. You could throw 100 verbs or adjectives in there to describe what the Oklahoma City Thunder did to Donte DiVincenzo. Donte DiVincenzo was 3 for 14 from the field, 3 for 12 from three. So what you're telling me is that your role on this team is that you are a set catch and shoot shooter. If you're going to shoot 12 three-pointers and you're going to shoot 12 of your 14 shots as three-point shots, what you're telling me is that you are a set three-point shooter and you are supposed to be knocked down. That is your role on the NBA team, Minnesota Timberwolves. Donte DiVincenzo is incapable of doing that. He cannot play his role on the Timberwolves. He proved that in game one, and he can't play defense. With that being said, Donte DiVincenzo cannot be participating in the Timberwolves playoff series against Oklahoma City Thunder. He is nothing but a detriment to the team.